thank you, Jenell. Thank you for such a beautiful introduction. And now that you know my accolades or credentials, I'm gonna not talk about that at all. I want to talk about peace. You know, peace is really important, and in order to receive peace, I'm going to invite everybody to just think about your mentors, think about people in this room, think about people that have nudged you in the right direction. You know, that as a result of them that you're in this room. And I can acknowledge so many people in this room, but I really want to acknowledge a mentor that if it wasn't for him, this wouldn't happen. So Bill Walsh has been a great mentor, a great friend. And I want to start from acknowledgments in this way because a grateful heart is where we start. You know, and Ambassador Hugues, thank you for this amazing opportunity, and for the people that came out, that are my friends to support. You know, I love you guys so much, and thank you for being here. So yeah, just the invitation for each of you guys to bring into your hearts, like, who has been impactful enough in your life that has nudged you in the right direction. And, you know, I was really inspired by Tenzin Rinpoche's talk about mother's love. And what I want to share today is how we can actually achieve peace in this world. You know, it's not anything that we really have to do. It's nothing that we have to accomplish in this world. It's actually really within all of us. Like, most of us know this conceptually. But how do we actually make this happen? And it's a simple mindset shift that gets to be implemented and cultivated for us. We talk about uncertainty like it's something that's like weird. Like, oh my God, the world's uncertain. But can we all agree that life is just uncertain? So that's normal. Like, uncertainty is normal. But how do we cultivate and find certainty in the presence of uncertainty? And that's what I want to share, and this is the message I want to share. And I've written a much longer piece on this, and I can, if you guys want, we can connect at some point to, and I would love to share that with you guys. Or if you just follow me on Instagram or social anywhere, Alex Lovely, you'll be able to reach me. But it's about where conflict and war comes from. It comes from fear, and it comes from scarcity. We know this. We know that when fear and scarcity is present, we think that others are here to harm us. We think that if we don't act first, that we're going to lose. And so we act from this place of scarcity. And in the presence of scarcity, violence seems justifiable. And in the presence of fear, that becomes inevitable. And so if we go deeper into where fear and scarcity really comes from, it comes from our misidentification of who we think we are and what we are. And when we confuse these things, and oftentimes this happens, it happens for an example, like I was an athlete growing up. I thought that my identity of who I am is an athlete. And then I thought that I was a fraternity person. Then I thought I was a real estate investor. And so these identities continued to shift, and I placed so much of my love into it. I worshipped it. You know, and so when we misidentify what we are and who we are, then that's when fear comes up. And so it's not really about the misidentification as it is more about the misplacement of love. And so I was inspired because the main thing that I'm proud of that I do is I teach A Course in Miracles. Anybody have heard of A Course in Miracles? Oh, nice. Course in Miracles. All right, so A Course in Miracles talks about a mother's love. Like, yes, in this world, a mother's love is the greatest love that we can imagine. You know, I watched a video of a gazelle and a baby gazelle running across the African river, and this crocodile is coming to eat the baby gazelle, and the mother knows to get in the way of this crocodile and sacrifice her life. It is the example of the greatest love that we can really imagine, and the Course says that this love is literally a matchstick to the sun of God's love. And so this misidentification of our identity is really the misidentification or misplacement of our love. And when the order of our love is correct, everything else fixes itself. Everything else works. And so in order to cultivate this peace within all of us, to find certainty in the face of all uncertainty, we just have to right our order. And throughout history, all different cultures out there, different philosophies and different religions all point to this one truth, which is to keep the highest high. And we continue to place them into what the Course calls false idols. And even as beautiful and honorable it would be to say that my purpose in life and who I am is a father, a brother, a mother, if you put your identity into that, eventually your heart's going to break. Eventually you're going to lose yourself, or eventually peace is going to be gone. So my invitation is to figure out for yourself how to right the order of your love, your devotion, and your worship. And every generation is going to worship something differently. But what each generation worships is going to determine what they're willing to sacrifice. And my prayer and my hope is constantly that we can find something, we can find this place, the right order in which sacrifice becomes unnecessary. And so the last part of peace, of sustaining of peace, is legacy. And for each one of us to become so intentional about the words that we speak, because it's going to touch the next generation, who we are. We're so distracted by so many different things. But when we can bring this place of stillness and bring this calm, we cultivate this force. When we speak, it speaks with intention, it speaks with power. It cuts through all the noise. And so I'm making a declaration in front of all of you now that, to also hold me accountable, right? And hopefully I become friends with many of you, that the words I speak from this moment forth is going to be of peace, is going to be of unity. And I invite all of you guys to take that pledge. Even if it's silently in your heart, thank you, even if it's silently in your heart, or if it's to declare it with people. And this is such a beautiful, huge stage, and I pray that there will be many collaborations as a result of this. I hope to collaborate with many of you. I have great resources, I have great message that I want to share with the world. And I'm writing a book. I've been writing a book for 4 years. The first book, the first version of the book was called From Money to God. And then it evolved into the second version that was called Had You Have Faith, You Wouldn't Need a Miracle. And right now it's turned into an entire framework around how to attain peace. It's called The Language of Peace. And so I hope to connect with you guys, and I hope this message gets out more, and I hope something that I share here resonate with you in your heart enough to connect with me somehow. And again, I'm just so grateful to be here and to be witnessed by friends, mentors, colleagues, and so many distinguished people that I'm just like, wow, like this is amazing. So thank you all so much and for being here and witnessing me.